Attack. Attack of the show. Attack.
Kevin Pereira, he's been on the liver transplant list since New Year's Eve. So, joining me, Chris Hardwick.
Hey, everybody. We're coming to you live from the G4 Studios in Los Angeles on Sir Isaac Newton's birthday. Hey, look at this. Whatever, gravity. I figured that out, too. And that wasn't so hard.
Your apple bounces weird.
Yeah, because of gravity.
Hey, on the show today, kids say the dumbest things. We've got footage of not-so-bright preteens bombing on a Nickelodeon game show in Around the Net. Then Wes and Scott teaches us how to fight off someone trying to steal your wallet. It's a new Get Your Damn Hands Off My Hello Kitty Clutch edition of Lethal Defense.
Yeah. Plus, and I promise you, we will go in depth when we review the shiny new BlackBerry Bold Engadget-Prawn. And there it is right there. Mun's got it. She reviewed it
so much.
It's going to be amazing. Also, I don't know if you're aware, some movie called Avatar made $1 billion at the box office. $1 billion. It's already number 4. But that will not stop some folks from talking crap about the giant eco-smurfs. 2 critics face off over the 3D blockbuster In the Loop. I'll be there. Hopefully you will, too.
And now, for the first time in 2010, here are the top 5 things on the web.
Oh, Around the Net. Sorry, I was too busy doing this.
The new year off right. We're going to start off with a girl having way too much fun in bed.
Don't worry, this video only sounds not safe for work, unless you're a television. Full contact gymnastics, the sport of the future, people.
Yeah. Plus, you do get extra points for sticking the faceplant, so.
By sticking the faceplant, do you mean the TV landing on your face?
There is a planting of someone's face.
Agreed, agreed. All right, we're on the same page. 2010.
Today's number 4 item is from the old Nickelodeon show called Nick Arcade. I actually did not know this show.
You didn't know this show? There were a couple shows on, it was Starcade was on network television, and then Nick Arcade was the version of that, where they just played video games. For those of you, again, who don't remember, it was this weird, there was also trivia involved, there were puzzles, and there were gaming contests, and it ended with the leading team put into this really lame green screen version of a video game.
Okay, well, I assume the show has aged well.
Identify 3 out of 5 different office supplies. Okay, I think that's all the flashing. Can you name 3 of them for me, yellow team?
A hamburger.
Which way now? Right. Mikey's going to the right. Oh, he can't go to the right. What movie begins with the words appearing on the screen a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away? Yellow team. Pardon me?
Space Track.
Space Track? No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Right. Mikey's moving right. Oh, he can't move right. He's at the edge. 10 seconds to spell a word. Sequoia. Go.
S-A-S.
Space Track?
That was so sad.
Wow, children are still the future of America, right?
No, because that was a long time ago. Those children are our present.
That is why we are totally screwed. Yay!
They're walking around right now.
Space Trek!
S-A-S.
Oh, Sequoia! All right, in at number 3 today is I just yell that randomly sometimes. In at number 3 today is a video of an unexpected reaction to the Law & Order theme song.
You mean someone didn't change the channel? Boom! 2010!
2010! 2010! What?
can outperform Jeff Goldblum? Huh? Hiya!
2010.
2010.
Yeah.
2010. New year.
That's right.
2010.
I'm feeling it. You know, we humans take the easy listening open to the legendary crime drama a little bit differently than dogs.
To our ears, that music has become the soundtrack for rape and murder. But dogs don't know what a triple homicide is and love this song. They love it so much.
Let this be a lesson, people. Spay and neuter your pets.
Bad dogs.
Bad dogs. Dogs love to watch news ripped from the headlines, and then they go make more dogs that howl at news ripped from the headlines.
Unless you spay and neuter.
That's right. Did I say news ripped from the headlines? I'm an idiot. That's what a headline is. Bad host. All right. Today's number 2.
You belong on
2010.
Nick Arcade.
Yeah, maybe on
Are
Nick
you on
Arcade
Nick
now.
Arcade?
Space Trek.
Hey, at least you showed up for work today, Kevin.
Oh, Kevin, looks like you in Dutch with the wife. Today's number 2 around the net will make it harder to dismiss the cultural relevance of Wheel of Fortune, the long-running game show that, I have to say, really is a barometer for our country's diminishing cognitive skills.
Yeah. Now, I have to say, Wheel of Fortune shouldn't be this hard. After all, the answers are everyday phrases in a language that you speak.
It really should just be called. Guess the Word.
Yeah, just talk.
Yeah.
Just talk. But I got to show you guys. Here is a late December airing of the Wheel that just descends into idiocracy.
Lolita.
Oh, self potato? Sorry.
Michael. Self-portrait.
Self-potato?
It's worse than Space Trek.
Oh, wait, now I know what those kids from Nick Arcade are doing now. They're contestants on Wheel of Fortune. You guys made it. Just jumping through life and game shows.
You know something? Olivia was not afraid to tell the truth, and you give her the respect she damn well deserves. We were all thinking it. Although, wait a minute. I thought self-potato was when you imagine yourself real warm and covered in sour cream, chive, and bacon bits, and you just smear it around for a while, and you're like, eat me in the foil.
I have to tell you guys, every time I get a glimpse into Chris's rich inner fantasy life, I have to say I'm deeply, deeply frightened. You send me a text every day, and I'm more scared every day for you.
I love you. Still ahead, today's number 1 features 2 old ladies screaming on a webcam.
Stick around for Green Screen Grannies. Welcome to 2010.
2010! 2010!
Glad you're here.
On the net. Number 1 video.
Welcome to 2010 Attack of the Show. Very exciting.
Very exciting.
Very exciting for us, but I have to say something.
Sure.
Kind of bothers me. You know who never gets to celebrate New Year's ever? Old people.
It's true. They're asleep by 9. Normally, but 2 grannies with grandsons in the Geek Squad rung in the new year with a little green screen roller coaster ride.
We're going up, 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 up. Woo! Going down.
You know what those grannies remind me of? That sound that they're making? Yeah, yes, 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 no, bad grannies, no.
Will someone
Bad
please turn
grannies.
off Law and Order
No.
Special Grannies Unit?
No, bad grannies, no.
SGU?
No, stop, no.
They're not going to listen.
No.
Is it weird that this is hot? I'm not the only one, am I? I'm not the only one. All right, I'm not crazy. Good.
Oh.
It's 2011!
To get Get your daily viral fix and check out all the viral videos we have to offer. Go to g4tv.com/roundthenet.
Now, you guys didn't ask, but I'm going to tell you anyway. The Sexy Yeti's New Year's resolution was to stay sexy.
And to stay at least 300 feet away from churches and schools.
Broadcasting from WAOTS in Los Angeles.
Oh, hello again, my woodland lovers. It is I, Sexy Yeti. And with me, as always, my friend, Dennis. Now today, I'm going to demonstrate the ancient secrets of Thai massage on an unsuspecting brown bear. Bears are fearsome and generous lovers, so this should be my most exciting escapade yet. Join me, won't you, as I... What?
Are you Harry Yeti of Rialto, a.k.a. Sexy Yeti, a.k.a. Sexual Yeti, a.k.a. Sensual Bigfoot, a.k.a. Horny Sasquatch, a.k.a. Helen Shapiro?
Yes, yes, what's the meaning of this intrusion?
You, sir, are under arrest for stalking TV personality Kevin Pereira and sending him lewd and lascivious plaster casts of your, quote, wild tree snake, unquote.
No, he was stalking me. He said we had a bond. Oh, hang it all, Dennis. Don't just stand there. Do something. Dennis! Dennis!
Thanks, Sexy Yeti. I hope I never run into you in a dark alley. Or do I?
Oh.
I'm done.
Okay, let's move on. Let's say someone tries to steal your wallet, okay?
Someone tries to steal your wallet. Joke never gets old. I love it so much.
You got them to do that?
Maybe I did.
Okay, that's not what I meant. Okay, so let's say someone tries to steal your wallet.
Someone tries to steal your wallet. I love 2010.
Well, I'd like you guys to remember that you should never fight back. Nothing is as important as your life.
Oh, that's not what Weston Scott says. He's here to show you how to defend yourself in a new lethal defense.
I'm Weston Scott here at CRI, Counterterrorism Training School in Las Vegas, Nevada. Here at this facility, there's experts on hand to train you in combat skills, weaponry, and hostage situations. We're going to be going over these practical applications and showing you how you can apply them to everyday life. Walking down the street, it seems a simple enough task, but when you have to go up against skillful pickpockets or thieves, how well are you prepared?
Two situations. One, a pickpocketer. Second, somebody tries to rob you using a knife. Okay, you be the bad guy.
Give me your money.
Okay. Man, I'll give you everything you want. What you want, credit card?
Yep. I was blinded by credit cards, and then now he has the knife.
I'm gonna bring in Quest,
Okay.
a senior defensive tactic instructor.
Okay. One, I'm hurling the wallet. Assuming the wallet already hit you in the face. Two,
Boom, hit me in the
out
face.
the way, boom. Two. Continue right through.
Give me a wallet! You can have it, you can have it. They don't make it easy for me here. Sometimes it doesn't go as planned. You kind of gotta go with the other things they teach you. All right, now we're gonna do a variation for our female viewers. Purse snatching, how to combat against a purse snatcher.
You feel any force on your purse, bring your hand to 90 degrees. In this way, you cannot lose it. Now, this is just momentarily. You do not get into a power struggle. What I'm gonna do next can be very fast and swift. Weston, lock your jaw.
I didn't know what to expect. You said lock my jaw. I was like, okay, is this where you punch the guy? I was like, okay, let's do it.
Right, I'm gonna bring Quest, and you're gonna break it for you step by step.
That's step one. Feel the tug. Leg comes over to face me somewhat. Now both your hands are open and wide enough to shoot for my head. Go ahead. Put it down. Good. Grab the bag. Boom. 1, 2. Okay, good.
If I'm in close proximity with other people, you run into pickpockets. How am I going to combat against that?
Okay, simple. Let's go ahead. For example, I'll take the wallet again. You play it
Okay.
back. 1. I'm going to put my hand out. I'm gonna turn right around, spin, and lock your arm at this point. Now, because I have this pressure, I've got your arm locked, all I gotta do is strike downward, break your arm. At this point, to throw you down at the same time.
Yep, there it is.
Now I'm gonna have you try. I'll play the back end. Very good.
So in the final move, if you don't want to snap anything or break it all like that, you can just give him the wet willy and, embarrass him totally at that bar. Either way, you get to keep your wallet. That's another way you can save your money and your ass with lethal defense.
Weston, I want you to lock your jaw around my supple foreign lips.
If Weston's gonna carry a man purse, you might deserve to get mugged, is all I'm saying.
Maybe so, maybe so.
Question, Hardwick.
Sure.
If a thief was to steal your wallet, what would they get?
Applebee's bucks and a Ralph's card.
Why do you have a grandpa's wallet?
How about you not judge me?
It's what I do.
Okay.
Still ahead, we review the new BlackBerry Bold and Gadgetron. Why do you care? High-res display, full keyboard, brand new trackpad navigation. That's why. Stop asking questions.
And then, our critics have made Avatar in the loop. Yeah, of course it made $1 billion, does it? But does it suck? And what does that mean for the future of cinema? We've got your answers.
But first, let's hear from you guys. The viewers, ours just drinking water, whatever. Google Voice, go.
What? You drink water?
No.
My New Year's resolution is to stop masturbating to Miss Pac-Man. Thanks.
There are a lot of ways to customize your phone. Problem is, everyone else is doing the same things to their phones, too. Zag Skins is the newest and one of the cheapest ways to give your phone a personal touch. These adhesive skins are available for most every popular phone out there, including iPhones, Blackberries, and the Pre. Sure, they got a boatload of solid colors and pre-made designs, but with Zag, if you can dream it, you can make it. Their idiot-proof design studio lets you fully customize your skin any way you want. You can choose from a basic selection of designs and shapes and combine them in any way imaginable. But you can also upload any picture or design at your disposal. Yes, finally, your precious mittens can go with you anywhere. Once your design's locked, submit, check out, and before you know it, you've got a one-of-a-kind phone. Best part is, it only costs you $20. 20 bucks? I sound like Chris Hardwick. Print journalism may be dead, but we're live!
Yes, it's time for Allison Hayslip and the Fee. 2010, what's up?
Did you say we're live or alive?
We're live.
Both.
We are both.
We're alive and it's 2010.
That's fantastic. Oh God, oh God.
She's alive, everything's fine.
I need my Weston self-defense moves.
2010!
All right, let's just start the feed. It's Monday, January 4th of 2010, and here are your top stories. Over the weekend, James Cameron's groundbreaking 3D opus broke more ground as Avatar officially crossed the $1 billion mark worldwide. Avatar is now the 4th highest grossing film of all time behind Titanic, The Return of the King, and Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. And Avatar is expected to pull ahead of Lord of the Rings and Pirates soon. It's very good news for the film industry as altogether the holiday box office was up over 31% from last year. And we'll have much more on Avatar later in the loop. Bono has ruffled some feathers online with his views on file sharing. Yeah, that guy from U2. In a guest op-ed piece for... Oh, Bono! Oh, God! Sorry. It's been a little while.
What are you thinking about?
I don't know. What are you implying by that? Bono, the dude from U2. Wow, that was almost as good as McHammer.
He's actually friends with McHammer. It's a big deal.
There we go. Anyway, that dude right there in a guest op-ed piece for the New York Times. He argued that a decade of file sharing has wreaked havoc on musicians and will do the same to TV, film, and video games if the industry and consumers don't take action now. And before you point out just how rich Bono is, yay! I have no idea. Please does note that he did say his concern is the young fledgling songwriters that can't live off ticket sales and t-shirt sales, like the least sympathetic of us. Good job, dude. Microsoft has released a video showing off some of the new hands-free technology they're currently developing, and no, it's not Project Natal. Instead of motion sensing, this new tech is muscle sensing. Basically, the video shows sensors placed on the human body that detect electrical activity in your muscles and allow you to control a device without actually touching it and without the use of a motion sensing camera. So with these sensors, you could potentially play Guitar Hero with only an air guitar, or you can control a phone while your hands are holding other objects. Now, most importantly, in addition to aiding gamers and people who carry things, the technology could also assist people with disabilities. A player of the Swedish MMO Entropia universe has set a world record by purchasing the world's most expensive virtual item, the Crystal Palace space station. The player, who goes by the name Buzz Eric Lightyear, paid over 3.3 million PED, or 330,000 American Earth dollars for the item.
That's no money.
Totally is. The previous record for a virtual purchase was a mere $100,000 for a space resort, also on Entropia Universe. Now, experts say if Buzz keeps his virtual property stocked for hunters and charges gamers who go there a tax, he could actually earn a profit from it. And finally, the Apple tablet rumor mill keeps on turning. This afternoon, the Wall Street Journal cited an unnamed source that claims the almost mythical tablet will be announced at an Apple event in San Francisco on January 27th. The story also claims that the highly anticipated tablet, possibly dubbed the iSlate, will ship to stores in March. The rumored price is a full $1,000, so go ahead and do whatever you need to do in that time to save up. I'm Allison Hayslip, and you're very welcome. You've just been fed. We'll go back to Olivia and Chris
I'm sorry, I gave you a hard time before.
All right.
I'm sorry.
2010, people, 2010!
Yay!
I feel ya. Oh, do I. Thank you, Allison.
Thank you.
You can go cry in my dressing room if you need to. Now, scientists keep telling us the gadgets of 2010 are going to be amazing. Let's find out on Gadgetron.
Wow, it's the Gadgetron of the future, 2010. Does the world really need another BlackBerry?
Yes, it does!
Crackberry users are about to score their latest fix now that the BlackBerry Bold 9700 has hit the streets. With a high-res display, full keyboard, and brand new trackpad navigation, the latest Bold is easier to use than ever. You can also surf the internet via 3G or Wi-Fi, snap 3.2 megapixel pictures, and discover BlackBerry's App World, all for $100 with a contract.
So
Okay.
Yeah, this one's thinner than. And by the way, I want to say, Mon wanted to review this one because you're such a BlackBerry fanatic.
I'm such a BlackBerry fanatic.
And it seemed like you knew best.
I had to take this one home, and if you can see, it is obviously thinner than the original Bold, and one of the smallest BlackBerries to date. It does have the black leather on the back.
Yeah, the first one looked really the first one was retro.
I loved it because I was in my Mad Men phase.
Right.
But I gotta say, the old Bold that was made for AT&T, it sucked balls, big ones.
Christmas
it was so
balls.
Hard. It was Christmas balls.
Right.
It was really, the reception in it just sucked. Okay, but this one
Sleek.
is sleek. Yes, it's a little over half an inch thick. It weighs only 4.3 ounces. It does not feel cheap. The screen is a little smaller than the first Bold, but it still looks spectacular. That is me and Eva and Susan Sarandon together, being best friends, because that's what best friends do.
Wow. Dropping names in 2010.
Oh, no, sorry. I wasn't trying to drop it. It is Susan Sarandon.
Oh, it really is, yeah. I'm sorry. It was.
I don't want to be unclear about that. We're best friends.
Well, they really are.
It's not a drop-in.
There's the proof right
I'm
there.
saying it.
I got Weird Al Yankovic on my phone. Boom, 2010. Now, RIM decided to use the optical trackpad rather than the trackball, which I think will please BlackBerry users everywhere, since those damn balls always fly off or they stop working. So, what do you think? Do you like it as a BlackBerry user?
Yes, it's so much better, actually. My trackball never fell off, but I thought I wouldn't like this. I thought it might be like a netbook, when you kind of graze your palm over it. But it is so awesome. I love it so much. It feels more accurate when you're navigating around and selecting menu items. Now, you will not accidentally move it to the side when you press down on the pad, and that did sometimes happen when you had the little trackball. As for the keyboard, I have to say, it feels just as comfortable as the Tours. It is a little smaller than the original Bolds keyboard, which I thought I might not like either because I liked a little bit bigger, but it just works fantastic. It literally made me cry. It was so good.
You okay now? Have you recovered suitably?
Loved everything about it.
Because you're getting a little misty right now, even just recanting the tale. Most of these BlackBerries have pretty much the same feature set. So, I mean, in your opinion, as a skilled BlackBerry user, do you feel like they've improved on the feature set at all?
Some yes and some no. Okay, so the browser is a little faster. I have to say, it's still way too hard to zoom in or see an entire page at a glance. So come on, BlackBerry, it's Olivia. Please help me. Now, even though the camera, it does take a while. I think it's just click right away. It takes a second, and there it is. That's too long for me. And then he wasn't ready. It does take fantastic pictures. It's 3.2 megapixels, has a flash. The BlackBerry app world does have like several thousand apps, but of course, it still hasn't reached iPhone or even Android status, but I have to say, when I was talking to our producers about this, people who have a BlackBerry, we don't care about the apps.
Right.
It's not about the apps at all. Also, it has the multitasking, hold down the menu button right there. You hold it down, and then you can switch between the apps that you're running at the same time. It does have Wi-Fi and 3G connectivity, and this is what you can do. You can make and receive calls over Wi-Fi, but you have to pay T-Mobile $10 a month for that service. But think about it, $10, it's like a Subway sandwich and an extra drink, you know? And you get to make calls on Wi-Fi.
I often compare everything to Subway sandwiches.
And an extra drink.
I bought my house for 200,000 Subway sandwiches.
What a great deal. But I have to say this. This is the biggest thing that drives me crazy. It takes a really long time to boot up.
They're pretty slow.
I actually don't even turn the phone off. Ever.
But other than that, like, just what is it that you love about BlackBerries?
I love the keyboard. I love the emails coming through all the time. I love the camera. I love everything about the BlackBerry.
So $100 with a contract.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know if I need to ask this question. Is it worth it?
Yes, it is worth it.
Of course it is.
This is worth it. RIM has combined all the features that work well in a BlackBerry. So
RIM. Sorry. Makes you giggle. I can't help it.
So even though they're all starting to look a little bit the same, they are better than ever. This phone is the T-Mobile Bold. It's so good.
So what are we going to give it, Olivia Munn?
This is the best phone I've ever used. Ever. And this is the best BlackBerry we've ever reviewed. Ever. It is 4.5 out of 5.
Whoa!
This thing makes me happy. This made me so happy that I borrowed it from Bruce, our producer, and I on Thursday said I needed to use it myself, and I said, okay. He had it for maybe 12 hours. I went to T-Mobile store, bought one just to use for 12 hours, then returned it when I got this back. And I'm not even kidding. That's how much I loved it. I said I can't be without the Bold for 12 hours.
So you just used someone's phone for 12 hours?
No, I used T-Mobile's and paid the $10 restocking fee. It's not my problem.
Wow.
It's not my problem. It's their policy.
Kicking
and I
it Munn style.
2010.
2010.
So this Thursday, everybody, and Friday, AOTS travels to Las Vegas to fulfill our gadget lust and bring you the coolest new tech from
CES!
Visit g4tv.com/CES for details.
Right.
Right now, I have a serious question for you. Got wood?
What?
If not, these products do. It's time to attack this.
I'm going to leave.
If you've got an iPhone, you've probably shopped around the selection of crappy rubber and plastic cases, but one case you probably haven't seen is the Substrata wood case. These sleek cases come in lots of varieties, including maple, fir, walnut, and 5 other varieties of wood. Now, if you're like me, you probably didn't even know that there were that many types of wood, but there are over 694 different types of wood out there. There's pine and birch and oak, and really the list goes on and on. But basically, all you need to know is this. There are 8 wood cases to choose from, and they're all different shades of brown. Because wood is brown. Class up your iPhone starting at $100. But if a wooden case isn't enough for your phone, why not go with a phone that's made of wood? Well, the Japanese have done just that. I know. Wireless provider NTT Docomo recently unveiled these environmentally friendly prototypes called the Touchwood, a collaboration between Sharp, Olympus, and a Japanese reforestation project. These concepts are actually constructed of excess cypress wood from tree thinning operations. But I should remind you, these eco-friendly phones are just prototypes, and you'll have to wait to get your hands on one till whenever. Now, if I were to mention a badass wooden digital frame, you'd most likely laugh and say, great, I'll tell my parents about it. Bear with me for a second, okay? Come in. This is the Pico by-yard digital photo frame, and it isn't just for pictures of relatives. It's also a mini touchscreen computer. Designed by Jeffrey Stevenson, this ode to French mantle-top clocks has an 8-inch touchscreen, an adjustable Wi-Fi antenna, and rocks a gig of RAM. If you want to throw this up on your mantle, you'll have to contact the designer himself. And finally, we know Russians for their vodka-fueled antics and fuzzy headwear, but apparently they're capable of making some pretty cool computers too, like this fully handcrafted wooden PC, fit for a king or czar, because it's Russia. This fancy unit and its accompanying peripherals are made entirely of mahogany veneer and rare species of wood exclusive to Russia. It was originally commissioned for Moscow's Museum of Furniture, but you too can put it in your order for your PC. How about that, huh? The makers haven't disclosed the specs or pricing, but I think it is safe bet that you will have to sacrifice your piggy bank for this one. Or your Subway for the week. 2010! Head on over to g4tv.com/AOTS for info on all these wooden releases and more. Stay tuned, because there's two critics and they're going to face off over Avatar. Does it rock? Does it suck? And does it even matter since it already made like $1 billion? Not even like, it made $1 billion. Find out in the loop.
G4 celebrates Valentine's Day with romance-free shows. First, it's a marathon of cheaters. Then it's off to Sin City for the 2010 Adult Entertainment Expo. It's amazing! Sasha Grey co-hosts when G4 puts the VD back in Valentine's Day. Only on G4.
Welcome back. So, James Cameron's Avatar has already grossed a staggering $1 billion at the box office. Do you think we could be looking at the biggest film of all time? We'll find out in the loop. Joining me to help make sense of it all is editor for the Hot Blog, Mr. David Poland, and senior editor for Chud.com, Devin Faraci. Welcome, gentlemen. All right, this tiny little indie film, Avatar, has made over $1 billion in just 17 days since the release. So, David, let's start with you. Is this well-deserved?
Well-deserved is a funny thing. I mean, money is money. It goes where it wants to go. People want to see the movie. People are talking about the movie. People are saying they should sending their friends to go see the movie. That's how a movie makes this kind of money. So, well-deserved. Well, you know, Hurt Locker made $12 million. Does Avatar deserve to make $1 billion and Hurt Locker make $12 million? No, not so much.
Right.
But, you know, people want to see it. They're going to keep on going to see it.
Now, what do you think stands in the way for this becoming the highest-grossing film of all time? Devin, you think it's going to get there?
I think it's got a real shot. I mean, the thing about Avatar that's bringing people in is the experience. It's that 3D, the IMAX, all that stuff. And I think that people will keep coming back. I think that might be what really kind of pushes it over the top to be potentially the biggest movie ever.
$1.8 billion is a lot of money. I mean, it's a lot of money.
It's a tremendous amount of money.
You know, it's $700 million more than the previous #2 grossing film of all time. This will definitely be that. But getting another $700 million in after the $1.1 billion is kind of tough.
They're booked at those IMAX and those 3D screens for months and months.
But it's
and months,
not. Those aren't that much money. There's not enough IMAX screens in 3D.
Is that figuring in the higher ticket prices? Because I know when I saw it in 3D, it was like $18.
Yeah. Well, that's what everybody wants it to be. That's what the industry wants, is for the 3D and the higher ticket price to become the norm. Of course, at that point, they have to shrink it again.
Right.
Or people will be irritated by paying every time paying $18 or $16.
Right.
But it's not as much of a factor as people made it out to be, particularly internationally, where most of this money is, because half the screens overseas are not 3D. More than half, actually. About 60% overseas, not in 3D.
It's filthy overseas, let's be honest. Now, does Jim Cameron, and we call him Jim because he was on the show, and I didn't actually meet him, but he brushed by me, and I was like, connection. So, we almost touched domes. Never mind. That really is a true story. That really is a true story. Do you think he deserves any other Oscars besides special effects, or do you think it's just that's pretty much going to be it? Either one.
Oh, I think special effects is it. I don't think this film deserves anything else.
You didn't like it?
I think it's all right.
Yeah.
It's all right. I saw Dances with Wolves.
You think? I know, but every movie really boils down to like 7 stories when you really.
And this movie has all 7 of them in the same movie. I mean, that's what makes Avatar really kind of brilliant and amazing. Is he actually squeezed together every genre film you've ever seen and took all the parts people like and gave you every turn you make in this movie. Another movie.
I want to hear what Devin thinks because everyone.
He took all those things, got rid of all the nuance, all the characters, all the story, and just sort of. Avatar's a Mad Libs movie. He sanded all the edges off, and people are bringing things into the theater with them. The film isn't giving you these things. The film gives you the most simple of stories and gives you the most empty of characters. And because people are kind of getting into it, and because of the immersion of the 3D and the CGI, they're bringing their own things into it.
But you're talking about every movie people like. People like movies where they're a participant in the movie. That's the thing that makes movies great. The reason people don't like Fincher movies particularly, even though Fincher's brilliant, is that he kind of tells you every single thing to do. You're going to go in to have his experience.
And this made me want to have sex with Blue Sigourney Weaver.
Exactly.
So,
not Blue Zoe Saldana?
Either or.
You got a 3-way going.
Well, which of the characters in The Dark Knight did everybody want to be? The crazy Batman, the crazy Joker, or the crazy Two-Face? I feel like that's
they
not...
wanted to be Joker. Nobody wanted to be Batman or Two-Face in that movie. Everybody wanted to be the Joker. They wanted to be it 6 months before the movie came out, and they went to go see the movie.
I think people like to have real characters, and I think that, I think that as well as having characters that people can project into, they like having characters they can also enjoy on a separate level.
Not only will this movie win Best Picture, it will probably win Best Director.
I don't know if it's going to win Best Picture.
It'll win Best Picture, absolutely.
I don't know if it's going to win Best Picture, mainly because I can't foretell the future. But Devin, is there anything? Because you talked about the film's development.
Right.
What did you want to see? Like, what would have made the film like over the top for you?
Well, the original script, the Project 880, had a lot more heavy science fiction concepts. It had a lot more nuance. Jake Sully had stuff to lose, and I think in Avatar he has nothing to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Either he gets his legs from being in the military, or he gets his legs by becoming a Na'vi. And turning on the humans, what does he lose by turning on the humans?
I don't know if he was going to get the legs though with the military. They might have been like psych, and they just pull the legs back.
Well,
he's like, my legs.
They could have been dicks on top of this. So
I
what does
watched
he have
the
to
Ten
lose?
Commandments on TV the other day. I wanted more Moses. There wasn't enough Moses. The original book. He was so much better in the original book.
Could we not have had a blue Moses descend from Home Tree?
That's the next movie, is Blue Moses.
Oh, okay. So it's interesting you bring that up. I mean, do you think? Because we've seen so many epic movies that people love the first ones, and then the second one, Matrix, and then you're like, what? My eyes just got raped. What happened? So, if there were to be a sequel, what would they have to do?
Well, they're planning on leaving Pandora, apparently. That's the key thing, is it's really going to be about the Na'vi, apparently, going to some other place and doing some other thing. So it won't be humans versus Na'vi anymore, I don't think.
I don't think there'll ever be a sequel.
I mean, it's sort of like Jurassic Park. Like when you saw the first.
We'll ever move on.
You see the first Jurassic.
I think either this is it, or he's going to go do something else.
I'm talking about dinosaurs, damn it!
Damn it, Chris!
So you see the first Jurassic Park, and you're like, it looks amazing, and then the next two, then you're like, meh. So I mean, like, is it for this movie? You
Al
think it
Pacino is in the sequel. Then if Al Pacino is in the sequel as an Na'vi, you know you're in trouble.
Oh.
If you get like little Al Pacino,
you want to come onto my tree?
That's exactly.
I don't do impressions.
That's
clearly.
when you're screwed.
So then my last main question is: does the fact that it was in 3D, do you think that matters at all in its success?
Yes, 100%.
Thinks it's the
100%. I think that's exactly why it's successful.
I mean, everything's 3D now.
I think that this movie is reaching an audience who hasn't been to see 3D movies. I think 3D movies have been big for geeks and for kids. I think this is reaching sort of like your grandma and the lady, the cat lady at the office are finally seeing 3D movies, and they never did before. And I think that this is sort of why Avatar's so huge.
Having actually seen the 2D, I don't think it has a whole lot to do with it. More than 50% of the people seeing this movie are not seeing it in 3D. The number's getting a little bit closer as we've gone along. There have been fewer 2D screenings, but most of the world is seeing it in 2D. They're growing to it because they really enjoy the experience, this 2.5-hour epic, and they happen to be blue Smurfs.
Well, all I can say is, Devin and David, I hope you guys finally have sex and break all this tension. Thank you very much for being here. Still ahead, more Attack of the Show. Come right back. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
My New Year's resolution is to, not wrestle bears anymore.
Hey everyone, I'm Olivia Munn, and you are watching the behind the scenes of my Maxim cover shoot. I think the look for the cover is raw, very sexy. There's just a very gritty feeling to the entire shoot. And it's very greasy, and I want it to look hot, and I want all the fans to just want to buy it and grab it and love it.
Catch Olivia Munn on G4's Attack of the Show, weeknights at 7 p.m. Maxim, on sale now.
Coming up tomorrow on an all-new AOTS, Sarah Underwood will be here live to talk about the Women of Ninja Warrior special. And Anna David heads to college to help out some students in Sex on the Streets. Oh, not help them in that way. Then, it's a horror triple threat on DV Doomsday when Chris Gore reviews Paranormal Activity, Jennifer's Body, and The Final Destination 3D. See you tomorrow! Not all browsers were created equal. Free add-ons that do everything from changing your tab colors to blocking ads have made Firefox one of the best. So, to make your Firefox even better, here are a couple of our favorite plugins. First, turn boring, flat websites into a 3D wall of pictures with Cool Iris. Launch Cool Iris on any of hundreds of supported sites to instantly transform the images and videos into an interactive grid. You can scan an entire page of links to find the content you want. If you're in a browsing mood, check out the channel sidebar for a visual overview of the latest news or stream full TV episodes and movies without leaving the Cool Iris interface. Use it to speed up your next online purchase by looking at hundreds of product choices in just seconds. Or make quick work of picture-heavy sites like Google Image Search. You can even browse pictures and videos on your hard drive. Cool Iris is surprisingly useful and will have you looking at the web in a whole new way. And if you want to share a great find like Cool Iris or anything else you stumble across on the web, the UNO toolbar is your answer. Let's face it, toolbars usually suck. But UNO cuts out the crap and takes the best features of the most popular social sites and apps and puts them all into one place. To get started, connect UNO to your favorite social sites like Facebook, Twitter, and web apps like Gmail by entering your account information. Now, sharing your online finds is as easy as clicking the share button. But that's not all. While you browse, UNO alerts you to incoming updates from any of your connected apps. Twitter and Facebook updates appear in real time, and you can post your responses right inside the sidebar. UNO also keeps you connected to instant messenger apps like AIM and delivers the latest news via Google Reader. There's even a real-time search page based on the pages you visit. You can hide UNO while you surf and open it up whenever you need a Facebook fix without interrupting your web browsing. UNO has so many great features, you'll never know how you lived without it. From transforming websites to keeping you connected, Firefox does it all. So start customizing and make a great browser even better. Firefox, the flaming fox that hugs the planet.
Love Mr. Firefox.
Go to g4tv.com/AOTS for all the things you saw today and more.
I'd like to thank our guests, Devin Faraci and Mr. David Poland. Stick around. Web Soup with television's Chris Hardwick starts right now.
2010.
Good night.
Thanks for joining us.
Bono's not